Hi, I'm Ellie and I'm a photojournalist.
Hi, my name is Seda and I'm a fine art portrait photographer.
Hi, I'm Amy and I'm a fine art and abstract photographer.
Hi, I'm Barbara. I'm a landscape photographer.
I'd say I'm quite inspired by the likes of Steve McCurry and Jimmy Nelson, and to come to think of it, they're all male photographers that I kind of look at to get inspiration from.
My inspiration at the moment comes from some female photographers, Linda Laird, Valda Bailey and Beth Moon.
The thing I most love about being a photographer is the expression you can do with your art form and telling a story in the form of pictures.
What I really love about being a photographer is being able to capture things which other people haven't seen in the landscape and show them what is beautiful and sometimes quite weird about the landscape.
I just love the freedom that you have with photography. You can create whatever you want and do whatever you want. There's a lot of rules that you could break.
I think it's the interaction I get with people. It's my favourite thing about being a photographer. You meet loads of new people in the industry and just, kind of make these connections. So yeah. I'd say there's some difficulties with being a female photographer. It's pretty male dominated and they get a lot more recognition than we do.
I think it's going to be hard as I progress in my career because there's a lot of men in the business. They all know each other, a bit of a boys' club. And I think you've got to break through the boys' club. You've got to show that you're capable and that you're just as good as them, if not better.
So there's a lot of competition between women and men. Men always get more recognition and more exposure than women do, and it's just not fair.
The main issues that I find being a female photographer is the assumptions that are put on us. So I was an assistant for a photographer not too long ago, and obviously we're doing a landscape sort of shoot outside, and the first thing that they said to me was to wear appropriate footwear, kind of assuming that I'd come out in heels or something, but obviously I know not to do that.
So one of the issues I face is safety, especially when you're on location shooting and when you're alone, because anything can happen to you.
I think people look at me personally as an older woman and they think that maybe, I'm probably not as strong as a man. I may not want to go to some of the places that they want to go, tramp across fields, get up in the middle of the night, that sort of thing.
There are some issues, but there's more advantages as well because people find us more approachable and we're a lot less intimidating than men.
To break into the industry, I think it's very vital for you to share your work constantly create new work and get yourself exposed. And also working particularly with other female photographers and help each other out.
Breaking into the industry is hard, but I think it is manageable. We just have to be productive, carry on shooting, show off our skills and support each other.
Break into the industry, I'm sort of trying to connect with different photographers, male and female, and just kind of contacting as many people as I can, constantly shooting and uploading onto social media, and that's about it really.
I think networking is the key, particularly one-to-one, going to lots of exhibitions, private views, talking to people, introducing yourself, trying to get people to look at my work, and getting people to see that my work is just as good as anyone else's, particularly a man's.
Employers might think it's easier to hire a man compared to a woman just because of our own personal life and they think we have other responsibilities compared to men.
I think I'll face issues definitely about my age, but I also think that a lot of young women will face issues about men not taking them seriously because they think they're going to start a family, and although that's been conquered in some areas of other industries, I think the photographic industry is still behind there.
I think in the future there's going to be a lot of assumption for where I'm going to be going and sort of my personal life, and they'll use that to decide if I should be good for jobs. So they might think that I'm going to get pregnant in a couple of years. So, you know, maybe not give her that sort of job because then she's going to have kids afterwards and that sort of thing.
Thank you.
Cool.
It's ready.
Okay.
Are we walking in at the same time?
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
3, 2, 1, go.
Support each other.
I feel like that was like a L'Oreal ad.
Clean your hair a little bit.